passing season as well. Her assist numbers. Oh no, Caitlin Clark just went down.
And holding her right.
Man, that left foot. That looks very painful.
Getting some help off of the floor.
You're watching the game, heart racing, as Caitlin Clark suddenly crashes to the floor. The arena goes silent. Is this the end of her incredible run? But wait, there's more to this story than meets the eye. Kelsey Mitchell's about to show us why the WNBA is full of surprises. The clock was ticking, and the Fever's fate hung in the balance. But what happened in those crucial minutes off the court? Clark's lightning-fast comeback left fans wondering, is there a secret weapon in the Fever's medical arsenal? As Clark limped off the court, the arena held its collective breath. The rookie sensation had taken the league by storm, and now her ankle threatened to derail everything. But behind the scenes, a flurry of activity was about to turn the tide. In the locker room, Clark's shoe and sock came off faster than you can say ankle sprain. The medical team sprang into action, their hands moving with practiced precision. They retaped her ankle, wrapping it tight enough to support, but loose enough to allow movement.
Just when she takes a step right there with the left and no one in the area, just hope she is okay.
Yeah, I saw the replay. I look really soft. It wasn't that bad at the time, but it hurt.
And just when she takes a step right there with the left and no one in the area side of that foot.
It was a delicate balance, one that could make or break Clark's return to the game. But here's where things get interesting. While the medical team worked their magic, Clark's mind was already back on the court. She wasn't just sitting there, waiting to be fixed. No, she was strategizing, visualizing her return, and steeling herself for what was to come. This mental preparation, it's the kind of thing that separates the good from the great in professional basketball. As the second quarter kicked off, jaws dropped. There was Clark, striding onto the court like nothing had happened. The pain was still there, sure, but so was her determination. She moved with purpose, her eyes locked on the game ahead. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. And boy, did she make that statement loud and clear. By halftime, Clark had racked up 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists.
So sometimes you just need a second to give yourself a second. If you ever sprained your ankle, it is what it is. You're not a real basketball player if you haven't sprained your ankle a bunch. That's when you know.
Yeah.
Let that sink in for a moment. After an injury that would have benched many players, she was putting up numbers that would make any coach smile. It wasn't just about the stats though. It was about the message she was sending to her team, her opponents, and every fan watching. I'm here to play, no matter what. This kind of performance under pressure, it's what legends are made of. Clark wasn't just playing through pain, she was thriving in spite of it. Every move, every shot, every assist was a testament to her mental toughness. In the world of professional basketball, physical skills are just part of the equation. It's the mental game that often separates the good from the great, and Clark was giving a master class.
Passing season as well. Her assist numbers. Oh no, Caitlin Clark just went down.
And holding her right.
Man, that left foot. That looks very painful.
Getting some help off of.
As Clark's ankle drama unfolded, a silent storm was brewing on the court. You might think you know who the MVP of this game was, but the stats tell a different story. Who was this unsung hero, and how did they manage to fly under the radar while outperforming everyone else? Enter Kelsey Mitchell, the Fever's secret weapon. While all eyes were on Clark's miraculous comeback, Mitchell was quietly dismantling the Dream's defense. This wasn't just a one-off performance. Mitchell's been a rock for the Fever all season, consistently putting up numbers that would make any coach proud. But here's the thing, in this game, Mitchell didn't just play well, she played like her life depended on it. When Clark went down, Mitchell stepped up. She wasn't just scoring points, she was controlling the game's tempo, creating opportunities for her teammates, and shutting down the Dream's offense. You're probably wondering, what made this performance so special? Well, it wasn't just about the numbers, though those were impressive. It was about Mitchell's ability to stay cool under pressure. When your star player goes down, it's easy to panic. But Mitchell, she treated it like just another day at the office. Let's break it down. Mitchell's court vision was on another level. She was finding passing lanes that seemed to appear out of thin air. Her three-point shooting, lethal. Every time the Dream started to build momentum, Mitchell would sink a long-range bomb, silencing the crowd and crushing the opponent's spirit. But here's where it gets really interesting. Mitchell wasn't just shining on offense. Her defense was suffocating. She was getting into passing lanes, forcing turnovers, and turning defense into instant offense. It was like watching a chess master, always 3 moves ahead of everyone else on the court. Now, you might be thinking, that's great and all, but what about Clark?
You're a vet. This is your team, Kelsey Mitchell, and to assume the role to be additive to Caitlin's game.
I think we've gotten a lot better, just like understanding each other as we're playing the game, looking for each other when each other's hot. Like Kels got hot there.
And that's exactly the point. Mitchell's performance allowed Clark to ease back into the game without feeling the pressure to be the hero. It's this kind of teamwork that separates good teams from great ones. The Mitchell-Clark duo is becoming a nightmare for opposing teams. They're like fire and ice, thunder and lightning. When one's having an off night, the other steps up. When they're both on, good luck trying to stop them. But let's zoom out for a second. Mitchell's performance isn't just about one player or one team. It's a testament to the depth of talent in the WNBA. We're talking about a league where any player can take over a game on any given night. It's this level of competition that's making the WNBA more exciting than ever. Think about it. In one game, we saw a rookie superstar overcome injury, and a veteran player remind everyone why she's one of the best in the league. This isn't just basketball. This is drama, resilience, and excellence all rolled into one. The Fever's stunning performance wasn't just a win, it was a statement. At halftime, they held a commanding 52-38 lead. But here's the kicker. What if I told you this game could redefine women's basketball as we know it? Let's talk about the Fever's impressive run this season. Clark's been on fire, dropping 20+ points consistently since the All-Star break. But it's not just about the numbers. These performances are changing the game in ways we've never seen before. You might be wondering, how can one player make such a big impact? Well, it's not just about Clark, it's about what she represents. Her explosive gameplay, combined with that ankle scare and comeback, that's the stuff that turns casual viewers into die-hard fans. But wait, there's more. Mitchell's stellar performance alongside Clark, that's creating a buzz that's spreading far beyond the basketball court. We're talking about increased viewership, more media coverage, and a growing interest in women's basketball as a whole.
Shot well in the second half.
No, they haven't.
That was good. They're like, you want to go in the back? I'm like, no, please, just tape right here. Let's go. We gotta keep going.
Behind the back, Clark.
Think about it. When was the last time you saw a WNBA game trending on social media? Clark and Mitchell are making it happen, game after game. They're not just playing basketball, they're putting on a show that people can't look away from. And it's not just about the highlight reels. The Fever's climb up the standings is turning heads across the league. Teams are starting to realize that they can't just focus on stopping Clark anymore. With Mitchell stepping up big time, opponents are scrambling to adjust their game plans. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about the Fever anymore. The entire WNBA is feeling the ripple effects. You've got other teams looking at their rosters, wondering if they've got an unsung hero like Mitchell waiting to break out. Coaches are rethinking their strategies, trying to find ways to create their own dynamic duos. And the fans? They're eating it up. Attendance is up, merch is flying off the shelves, and social media is buzzing with WNBA talk. It's like the league just got an adrenaline shot straight to the heart. But let's zoom out for a second. This game, with all its drama and excitement, is just a snapshot of what's happening in the WNBA right now. We're seeing a level of competitiveness and athleticism that's pushing the boundaries of what people thought was possible in women's basketball. You've got rookies like Clark coming in and immediately making an impact. You've got veterans like Mitchell reminding everyone why they're still at the top of their game. And you've got fans who are starting to realize that the WNBA isn't just a sideshow, it's must-watch TV. So what does all this mean for the future of the WNBA? Well, for starters, we're likely to see more investment in the league. More eyes on the game means more sponsorship deals, better contracts for players, and improved facilities. It's a snowball effect that could take women's basketball to new heights. But it's not just about the money. This increased attention is inspiring a whole new generation of young girls to pick up a basketball. In a few years, we might see a whole new crop of talent entering the league, inspired by the likes of Clark and Mitchell. And let's not forget about the global impact. As the WNBA gains more traction, it's opening doors for international players and expanding the game's reach worldwide. We're not just talking about a better league. We're talking about a better, more inclusive basketball community as a whole.